Hello Internet, hello Sam, and welcome to my last episode of After Campfire for the year 2016. First off, I'd like to say in my last video I mentioned that I would be on the East Coast for this video, but I was wrong. My flight's tonight, so I realized it would actually be a lot easier for me to record right now instead of some random time tomorrow. Anyways, welcome to the last time I'm in my apartment for the year. I'm gonna be leaving in like an hour or two. And let me first talk about Sam's question to me, which is, what is your favorite starter Pokemon? Which Sam said he realized it was pretty obvious that I was gonna choose Squirtle and not like Pikachu or something. But alas, I'm curious why you asked the question. I don't think that's the right usage of alas. I'm kind of curious why you asked the question if you already predicted what I was gonna do. Anyways, let me go to my question for Sam last week. And I asked Sam to spend about 15 minutes drawing and to then show everyone and explain why he drew what he did and whatever. And I also, like Sam's video, did not record myself. I mean, Sam wanted to record himself drawing for his video and then use a music montage or whatever for it. I didn't bother because I want to make sure my phone has enough charge for my trip. And I figured it wasn't really necessary because the way that me and Sam draw is very different. I was telling Sam to just doodle. And what he did is he actually made one, like, full art piece. Like, it kind of had some kind of reason. But for me, when I'm doodling, I just kind of draw random things. So first off, I wanted to say I started at this cube, and I drew a plane that flew over to these two 7-pointed stars that I like to draw. Then I don't really remember exactly where I went next. I had my really bad Pikachu figure 8, kind of 3D looking. A Mobius strip, because that's what it made me think of. A pyramid, an eye. It's just random zigzags, some random like 3D-ish things, just shapes. 99% because I was thinking about how I was almost out of space. I have a Trogdor, Smiley, an H in a cool cursive way. I don't know what this creature is, but it's probably going to be in the next Pokemon game. I made a sword, made a Mario Kart thing, Triforce, cool geometric thing going smaller and smaller, a curve, something that looks kind of like the water tribe symbol, but I don't really remember what it is. Kind of made a Lenny face thing, but not really. Something that I don't really know what that is. Kind of like a magic card. This is like a pony boot, because I was thinking about Sam liking My Little Pony reason. Basically, when it comes to me and doodling, I don't really have... I mean, if it's just doodling, I just kind of just do whatever comes to my mind. I don't really have an objective, but it kind of seemed like Sam did. I guess that kind of shows a little bit about how our minds work. When I just talk about doodling, I don't think of must create a piece, artwork to show. I just think of pencil, go, just do things. So yeah. So, I should go to Sam's question, which was about his form of art, which is poetry. Poetry is not something that I'm skilled at like this. I'm not that good at making full works of anything when it comes to art. I'm kind of just a doodler, just kind of like coming up with ideas or creating a tiny bit of it and then just kind of letting it go because I don't care. I'm not very good at finishing things, but Sam demanded that I create a poem, so I did. I really hope I say this right on the first time, because I really don't want to have to spend like 10 minutes trying to say this one poem. This is Henry's poem. I'm going to try to say it a little bit like Sam. They say poetry is meant to rhyme, to have meter and time. They say becoming a pro takes effort, skill, and patience. However, I say poetry is meant to be mine. But I also say, or not, because honestly I don't really care about poetry. Ta-da! Yes, I got it on the first try. That's my poem. Okay. Yeah, so I hope you liked my poem. I made one. I made your thing. It's not my thing. My thing is playing video games because I'm a little, I don't know, a nerd. A nerd who plays nerd games. So anyways, to circle way back to one of the things I mentioned at the very beginning of an episode is that I mentioned that you had already predicted my answer to your question. So Sam, your question from me, a normal question, not a demand or challenge, is when you ask people questions, do you find that you are usually predicting their answer or expecting an answer, or do you find that usually you're actually trying to investigate something without any preconceived notions? So basically, when you ask someone something, do you expect an answer, or do you wait to hear whatever they say and don't even try to expect an answer? That's it. 2016 is over. By the way, I might appear in Sam's episode or something, so this is my last episode. Peace out, yo!